Welcome back to another track guide. We have a very interesting racetrack this week in the MX5s and the M2. The M2 video is going to be uploaded shortly as well. But this particular track will really test your ability to keep the steering wheel as straight as possible. It's frustrating at first. This track feels like ice. But if you get it right, and if you learn from the bumpiness and having great steering control, you'll get a great lap and actually help you a lot in the coming weeks. Now, this particular first section of the track is really interesting. You kind of want to create almost like a triangle. The reason being is that you want to minimize input. The more you turn the steering wheel, the more spins you're going to be doing. And trust me, to get you this lap, I did a lot of them. So what you want to do is you want to brake, minimize steering inputs, try and avoid the bumps as much as possible, and get good drives and good exit speeds out of the corners. It's timing, it's tricky. However, if you get it right, the track actually does flow pretty good. It is a long lap, so therefore, you have to hit all the sectors perfectly in order to maximize your opportunity of getting to the pointy end of the field, especially in qualifying. But as we head now towards this next part of the track, what's really important here is you're going to see where the actual white little bit there starts. There we go. Right there, you want to lift off, you want to roll into the corner with a little bit of trail brake, and then just modulate the throttle again with as minimal steering inputs as you can. You want to run out wide because this next corner is actually a lot tighter than it looks. It's very deceiving, and it's very easy here to get an off track. Now you want to ride the curb on the inside as much as possible. Again, minimize your steering inputs. It is bumpy over the cross here. Even at this slow speed that we're watching this lap, you can see just how much the car is bouncing around. Now, get that good drive out of the corner. You're in second, go into third, come out wide all the way, because once again, we have another corner that is pretty tight. So what we want to do here is we want to maximize our speed, drop down into first gear, late on the apex, get a nice, good, clean line, very minimal steering inputs, and then hard on the accelerator coming out of here. It is a straight coming up, so it's very important to get that drive out of the corner. Easy 2-3 tenths can disappear just like that over this particular part of the track, and it potentially can be the difference between starting first and starting fifth, especially as you go up the ranks and as it gets more and more competitive. Now, as we head to this next part of the track, it's very important. What we want to do here, we want to trail brake into the corner, but then we also want to make sure that we maintain as much corner speed as possible. Now, the way that I do that is we get just after the 100 meter. You'll see here there's kind of like I'm not sure what kind of sign that is, but that's the kind of one that I use just before the 50 meter mark. Hard on the brakes, but then after going hard on the brakes, as soon as I start to turn, completely let go of the brakes and then roll into this corner. Use the momentum of the car. The car doesn't have a lot of speed, doesn't have a lot of horsepower, so you gotta keep that momentum going. And at a stop-start track like this, it can really challenge your skill in able to brake, pivot the car, and then roll and then accelerate out of the corner. Very tricky. If you find yourself frustrated off the pace initially, keep at it. It does get better, especially because it is a slippery track as well, and the corners, like I said, are very tight. This particular corner here, down into first. Again, you want to use as much of the inside curb as possible because you want to cut the corner as much as possible. Make sure you don't go off into the green there. You will get an off track, and I'll show you later in the M2 onboard lap, the second onboard lap that I'm going to show you guys. It did happen, but hey, that's just the way it goes. Same with this particular corner. You got a little bit more leeway here, but again, just make sure that you're getting good drive out of the corner. You'll see on the fast lap the way that it's designed, the way that these corners are designed. It's very tricky. However, if you stick at it, just remember, brake, minimal steering inputs, roll, and then hard on the accelerator as soon as you can see that you're going to make the exit with enough corner speed. Corner speed is absolutely critical. Same with this particular corner here. You want to almost ride the curb there a little bit. You just want to give yourself the maximum rotation as possible, just so you can get out and hit the accelerator hard. You can go run out onto the green here. It does not cause an off track, and I highly encourage you to do it, especially during a quali lap. You just want to maximize every little inch of this particular track. Now, as we head towards the final corner, another very, very important. This one here is flat out, so just keep a straight line. Make sure that you're holding a good line, but make sure that you are ready for what's coming up, because the final corner, very, very important, as the straight and the checkered flag is actually quite far away. So what you want to do here, brake into the corner, stay out wide much longer than you think. Then you start to go into the corner, hit that curb on the inside, keep that rotation going. Now start to hit hard on the accelerator, run out. You can see the steering inputs, even at this slow motion, you can see very, very, very minimal. Get that drive out of the corner, and you've got yourself one big challenge this week. It's tricky, it's tight, it's slippery, and it's going to be mayhem. But as always, if you do enjoy these type of videos, put it in the comments. Which other cars do you want? What other features do you want inside these these particular videos? But now let's go on to the fast lap. Let's go.